Page 4. I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit sentient beings. I go for refuge and turn my light into the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanye Joda Zoge Jonam Tyanjo Bado Dane Gyabzo Je Dage Jinso Gebe Tsonam Ola Benjire Sanye Dubara Jo Sanye Joda Zoge Jonam Loi Tyanjo Bado Dane Gyabzo Je Dage Jinso Gebe Tsonam Ge Dola Benjire Sanye Dubara Jo Sanye Joda Zoge Jonam Tyanjo Bado Dane Gyabzo Je Dage Jinso Gebe Tsonam Ge Dola Benjire Sanye Dubara Jo Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Te Sham Dathagato Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Te Sham Dathagato Yavatat Te Sham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Te Sham Dathagato Yavatat Te Sham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the great seer. Okay, let us now turn to page 2. In fact, there is a very interesting question from Kunal. Kunal is a very interesting question. Would you mind asking the question?
Yeah.
Mike?
So, during the ultimate analysis of your loved one, I reached to the consciousness part and I couldn't break it down further. So, how can it be done?
Okay, this is a big question. Very important question and big question. And this is the one which troubles many people, meaning that they could not get beyond this point. They get stuck there. Say with the flower we see that it's just a bunch of atoms, not atoms of flower. It is pretty okay. Table, the top line, the legs, and so forth, and then go into atoms, again, is pretty easy. But with the self, then we say that you have the 6 elements: earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness. When it comes to consciousness or the mind, how can you see that this is not the self? This consciousness of the self. This is a huge thing, and it's not just that, so as we said, that, okay, I'm a male, I'm a female, this is how we got it. I'm a male, I'm a female, which means that the consciousness does not have the gender. Gender is posited on basis of the body. And people can see me, but people cannot see my consciousness. So the conscious, from that point of view, the conscious is not me. but still the consciousness, still you see the consciousness there. So that seems so object real. So how can you say that in what way you can help yourself to say that this consciousness, even that is also a dream. If you know that this is like a dream, it's not really there, it's object real, then we can say that this is not identified as a self. But then how can we deconstruct the consciousness? This is a very serious question. Okay, so if you remember, I think, I don't know whether yesterday or 2 days before, I did mention about the 3 choices. I think yesterday. 3 choices, remember? What are the 3 choices? Yes. Okay. Same. We talked about, in fact, your name? Yes. Galina. So Galina was talking about, before you have a child, right? What is this? So much headache, right? Whenever a child you say, "Oh, it's beautiful," the child smiles, right? Okay. So this is what Galina said, and then in a way, it's because of the love and affection. You feel tremendous love and affection, and that anything the child does looks so beautiful, right? And so this is in the one part, say that there's a tremendous love and affection that you feel towards the child. There's tremendous love and affection. And then the little, something goes wrong to the child, there's so much pain. So one choice is so much love and affection and so much of pain combined together. Mixture, right? Second choice is no pain, no gain, right? Oh, who cares, right? So, okay, say oh, that's very, no, I don't. So because you don't love, so at the separation, there's no pain, right? No pain, no love, no pain. The third one is enormous compassion, but no pain. You're getting it? Okay, so this is what Kunal is saying. If we can succeed with the answer to Kunal's question, then this, of the 3 options, which did you choose? If there is a choice. The last one, number 3. What is the last one? Infinite compassion, but no pain, right? That is possible if we can get a convincing answer to the question asked by Kunal. Okay. In other words, this is known as emptiness of the mind. Emptiness of the pain. Pain is a mental state. Pain is a mental state. Emptiness of pain, emptiness of mind. So for the flower, we deconstruct the flower by seeing where's the flower going into the cells, DNA molecules, atoms, and then you see that the flower is nowhere to be seen. Then how do you deconstruct the consciousness or the mind, your mind? The pain is a part of the mind. If you see the pain is like an illusion, then the moment you see that, for example, say, when you see that something is actually, there's so much of fear there, like in a dream, nightmare. You wake up and the fear dissolves. What makes the fear dissolve? What makes the fear dissolve when you wake up from the nightmare? By knowing the reality that what happened in the dream is not real. When you know that, the fear in the dream dissolves. Likewise, you see the pain is like a dream. It's not real. It's not object real. The pain dissolves. Likewise, you see that your consciousness, your mind is also like a dream, not object real. Then attached, the clinging to the consciousness as the self will dissolve. So for that, how can we see the emptiness of the mind? If you know this one thing, empathy, how to meditate on the emptiness of the mind. Well, then you get the pain being a part of the mind, you'll be able to see the emptiness of the pain as well. Okay, so for the mind, there are several ways of doing it. In fact, okay, two things. One is Gunal's job, and the other one is somebody has to remind me. And that the two things. So today is the fourth day. We have 3 more days. 3 more days or 2.5 days.
If we are closing on
10th. 3.5 days. 3.5 days. Okay. Today is the fourth day.
today is the fourth.
So today, keep it aside. Then, fifth, 2.5 days. Today is
Today is 7, 6. Today is 6. Oh, yeah. 7, 8, 9.
okay.
So we have 3.5.
Okay, so what we do is that we'll spend the either today is 6th. So we're 7th, 8th, 9th. 3.5 days. Okay. So what you can do is that the 9th, 8th or 9th, could not you to ask a question. How to see the emptiness of the mind, emptiness of consciousness, and then this includes emptiness of the pain, which is a very important thing. You have to remind me on 8th. And then the rest of us, the questions that you might have, what I would suggest is the better would be if you can jot down your questions, so not necessarily what we are doing here. If anything related to what do you think about, say, the compassion, what do you think about the real life challenges, difficulties, about rebirth, or about any question that you might, they may not be like, okay, don't ask me math questions, right? Don't ask me physics questions. Don't ask me neuroscience, right? Or economics. I never learned economics. You getting it? And ask anything related to the philosophy, psychology, and so forth. Any question that you might have, you bring them the written, and there will be, if possible, don't just wait till the last day. If you can bring it just now, you getting it? Today, this afternoon, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, keep bringing them, and we can I'll just flip through very quickly, and then later on, I can give the answer in one go.
We would like to have on 8th or 9th question. Then we'll fix the cutoff there, get all the questions and give to you.
No, the best is give the questions to me from now.
Yeah.
Keep giving me. Keep giving me.
Some cutoff date.
Don't worry.
No.
Yeah. Let's keep it a holiday retreat. Yeah. Okay. But don't wait till the last minute, right? In a way, what Ajirji is saying is very practical. Otherwise, people, yes, I have many questions. Finally, no questions come. This is my experience. Because there are some people, particularly some of the hosts, they say, Geshé, we have so many questions. Please give one session for questions. Are you sure? We'll say, he has many questions. And then, okay, now this session is for this 1.5 hours for question answers. And then I said, and no questions. No question. This is my experience. So bring them written from this afternoon. Keep bringing them. And then meanwhile, I'll know that they are serious questions. For example, say, Kunal's question came, we just casually met. Okay, so like this, we bring them written. Okay.
I will consolidate them and pass to you.
Yes, this is the best thing is pass it to Sonamla. Right, this is the best thing. The pass it to Sonamla and then keep Sonamla. Don't just keep accumulating. As you get it, give it to me. Yeah. Okay, because that I have to flip through. The good thing is that if I get the questions in advance, I get a question, I read it, and then I don't really have to think, because that in the process, the mind is thinking automatically. So this is amazing how the mind works. You got a question in advance, you read it, okay, this is a question. Okay, now you just prepare the things and it's just processing inside. This is amazing. Yeah. Okay, good. So, Kunal, your question is on? On 8th. Good. Don't forget. Good. Your question is so good. It's really good. It's a very important question. Okay, because nobody wants pain. And then if you learn how to see the emptiness of the pain, how to see the emptiness of the consciousness, that would be very helpful. Good? Okay. So let's turn to the text. I think we're on page number 2, verse number 4. Page number 2, verse number 4. One is not freed by existence, meaning that one is not freed by the believing in objective existence. Believing in objective existence, the extreme of the absolutism. Nor one transcends the samsara through non-existence, meaning through nihilism. But believing in non-existence, meaning believing in nihilism, that nothing exists. This will not take us to the nirvana. This will not help us to transcend samsara. These two extremes. The two extremes will not help us to get to nirvana, will not help us to remove our miseries. But then how does one be liberated? It is through understanding existence and non-existence that the great beings are liberated. Okay. It is through understanding existence and non-existence, meaning the true nature of the existence and non-existence. What is really existence? What is really non-existence? Really meaning ultimately. You're getting it? Say, in true sense, is through the understanding of the true nature. The true nature of existence and true nature of non-existence. What's the true nature of existence, true nature of non-existence? Hey, what's the true nature of the flower? Emptiness of the flower. What is the true nature of existence? Emptiness of the true existence. In other words, let's say that the flower exists or non-exists. It exists. It exists. In my left hand, flower exists or not exists? In right hand, non-exists. So existence, non-existence. Now you subject both to ultimate analysis. You see the flower or not? Subject both to ultimate analysis, right? And you say, okay, I will subject ultimate analysis. Use the flower, yes. What is this? What happened? Okay, so what is in my left hand? Flower. What is in my right hand? No flower. Existence? Non-existence. You subject both to ultimate analysis, right? First here, do you see flower? No. So, in the eyes of ultimate analysis, in real sense, in the ultimate sense, the existence is not there. Now there's non-existence, subject to ultimate analysis. Even this non-existence will also disappear. Okay, no flower. Yes. No flower in the eyes of ultimate analysis. So even the non-existence also dissolves. Existence dissolves. Both existence and non-existence dissolves in the eyes of ultimate analysis. So this is when you know the true nature of existence and non-existence. You're getting it? Say, what is this? Flower. Is it the true nature or the conventional nature? Conventional nature. You want to know, you have to know the true nature so that the deepest of the ignorance will be got rid of. True nature. True nature is that this is empty of objective flower. You getting it? Okay. Number 4, line 3. It's through understanding existence, non-existence, meaning understanding the true nature of existence and non-existence, that the great beings are liberated. Great beings meaning who can see things from the eyes of ultimate analysis. From the eyes of ultimate analysis, they see that existence and non-existence both are just the empty of ultimate existence. When you see that, then they will not be affected by seeing things as objectively real. You're getting it? They're not affected by. Okay. How many of you, when you were a small child, watching a movie in a movie theater, the ghost movie scared you? Raise hands. Okay. Mia? Scared? Not scared. Okay. 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 So now, if you watch the same movie, do you think you're going to be scared? Huh? Micah? No. Now, no. When you were little, yes. Okay. So the point is that why you are not going to be scared if you watch the same movie today. We scared you once when you were small, little girl, little boy. Why? Why you're not scared now? Anyone? Huh? Huh? Now we know the reality that this movie ghost is not real ghost. You getting it? We know the reality. Once you know the reality, then see you are freed from the fear of this. So likewise, the great beings meaning like the small child and the adult is like the matured one. So those people who see the reality as it is, these are known as the great beings, enlightened beings. So these beings are liberated by knowing the reality that things don't exist objectively. Okay, good. It is through understanding existence, through understanding the true nature of existence and non-existence, that the great beings are liberated from samsara. Again. Number 5. Those who do not see ultimate reality, meaning what? Those who do not see ultimate reality means? Those who do not see the emptiness of objective existence. If you don't see the emptiness of objective existence, what do you see? Then you see things as objectively real. You believe things as objectively real. Those who do not see ultimate reality grasp at samsara and nirvana as truly real. Okay. Now, how many of you grasp at the dream? What is that? The movie ghost as a real ghost today. How many of you grasp at the movie ghost as a real ghost today? No one. Okay, because you know that it's not real. So likewise, say those who grasp samsara nirvana as real, these are known as the what? The childish. Those who do not see ultimate reality grasp at samsara nirvana. But those who see ultimate reality possess no pretensions. So don't delete this, just underline this and give the alternative translation, reification. This is a beautiful word, reification. R-E-I-F-I-C-A, reification. Reification, refine. Okay, anybody who likes to quickly check your mobile to see what it means, reification. Reification. But anybody who likes to check your mobile quickly? Mobile allowed, not allowed to bring? Not allowed. Huh? Reification. Anybody who? Okay, Kate, check it. Yes. Okay, let's all listen to your name, Mian. Your name? Mian. Reification. How was the meaning? Or something which is abstract, but you concretize it. You see as very concrete. Reify meaning exaggeration. Even that is not even exaggeration. Exaggeration again is a little different shade of meaning. So reify meaning that it does not exist objectively and your mind solidified that as objectively real. That's reification. Thank you. Okay, so instead of pretentious, it is the reification. So no pretentious, no reification of world and its transcendence. Transcendence meaning nirvana, to transcend the world. Okay, so the once you see the ultimate reality, then you will not exaggerate, you will not objectify, you will not objectify samsara, you will not objectify nirvana. Okay, objectification stops. Number 6. Both samsara and nirvana, neither of these two exists objectively, exists in real sense. Real sense meaning in the eyes of neither samsara nor nirvana exists in real sense. Real sense meaning in the eyes of ultimate analysis. You're getting it? So, they say, what do we say? For example, say you are seeing illusion here. You are seeing illusion. You are seeing watching a magical illusion. How many of you have watched magical illusion in your life? How many have seen magical illusion in your life? Raise hands. Magical illusion. How have you never seen magical illusion? How have you never seen magical illusion? Everybody seen magical illusion? Yes, Kate? Yes. Okay, anyone who has not seen magical illusion in your life? We've all seen magical illusion. If you've seen, and so let's say that say I'm waving and you see a blue flower in my hand. You're getting it? Yes, blue flower that I'm waving. And then you know that there's no blue flower at all in this room, and still you see the blue flower. So what do you conclude? That's a magical illusion. You're getting it? That's a magical illusion. Right? Okay. So, what do you mean by magical illusion? Do you agree with me that magical illusion means it's not really there? You're getting it? It's not really there, but it appears. Raise hands if you agree with me. It's not really there. So what we said is that everything is like, don't say everything is magical illusion. Everything is illusion-like. Don't say everything is illusion. They're illusion-like, meaning that they appear in one way, but they don't exist objectively. So therefore, they don't really exist. They don't really exist. They do exist, but they don't really exist. You getting it? Okay. So with this in mind, it says number 6. Both samsara and nirvana, neither of these two exist, meaning really exists or truly exists or ultimately exists. The thorough understanding of exists, neither of these two truly exists. The next, the thorough understanding meaning the real understanding or ultimate understanding, final understanding. The final understanding means ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Ultimate analysis. The thorough understanding of cyclic existence, meaning that to see the cyclic existence of samsara in the eyes of ultimate analysis, if you see that, this is referred to as nirvana. You're getting it? Okay. In a loose sense, what is nirvana? Tell me, in a loose sense, according to your own understanding. Just raise hand quickly. Raise hand. How many of you have some understanding of nirvana? Raise hands. Okay, only few hands. Otherwise, you don't have any idea what nirvana is. Nirvana is like a piece of cake. Huh? What is nirvana?
Seeing things how they truly exist, personal liberation.
It doesn't matter. Just speak your mind. Don't be so scared. Just speak what comes to your mind. What is nirvana? What is liberation? Liberation from what? Liberation from ignorance. Quick. Going beyond duality. Duality is very complicated. He's good, he's bad. This duality, just transcend duality. Good. Anyone else? Yeah. Be awakened from both the dreams, conventional dream, unconventional dream, and then just leave behind all the dreams. Amazing. Become fearless. Nirvana means fearlessness. Okay, that's beautiful. So much compassion with no pain. Yes, Anthony. End of suffering. Very good. Let's make it very simple. Nirvana, end of suffering. Anyone else over there? Moksha. What is moksha? Freedom from cycle of birth. But people celebrate the birth. People celebrate birthday, right? And if somebody doesn't greet you, you feel so sad because this is very important. But on the other hand, we are talking about the freedom, right? And yet, your name, sorry? Raj. What Raj said is very important. People who celebrate the birth, these are, in a way, is like childish. People who celebrate the stopping the birth, this is wise. These are liberated beings. You getting it? Birth, what's good at it? Tell me. With the birth, you have the sickness, aging. The day when you're born, you cry. Nobody, born with smiling. You agree? If you don't cry, somebody will slap you. Why? So that you can breathe properly. If you don't breathe, you'll die. Right? So therefore, there's nothing good. You begin the day with crying. And yet we celebrate it. Birthday, right? It's my birthday. So what is there to celebrate? It's very funny. Yes, we can work on bodhicitta, right? Okay. It's beautiful, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. But how many people who celebrate birthday, right? Who are so angry if somebody does not take part in a birthday, they practice bodhicitta. Right? Those people who really practice bodhicitta, they don't mind somebody not celebrating your birthday, right? Okay, the boy there. No, you don't quote me. I'm asking your point of view. Okay, question come later. Okay, ask.
People like us who celebrate birthday are childish like that. But nowadays people also celebrate death anniversary.
This is not celebrate. Observe. Observe and celebrate is very different. Observe with sadness. Of course, they are so wise to remember the death. This is very sad. This is not good. They don't just show a blind eye. That, and you have done so many good things. Even to rejoice in somebody else's good deeds is so precious. So when you say observe the death anniversary, it's not celebration. It is the observation. You just observe the death ceremony, saying that you have been so kind to me. You have made such a great impact to the other people. The needy people have benefited by you, were benefited by you, and so forth. Recalling the person's good qualities. Recalling the good qualities is an extremely good way by which to activate the seed of compassion, seed of good qualities within yourself. This is so precious. That in celebrating birthday is very different. Celebrating birthday means champagne and so forth, right? And you get drunk and go into the ditch, right? That's birthday celebration. Yes. Yeah, connotations. Yes.
In celebration, we invite people.
In the death anniversary also we invite, but please come. Yes, of course. We send the invitations. Invitation means listen. What is my invitation? Invitation means to invite. Invite. You getting it? So celebration, you also invite. With death anniversary also, you invite because you send an invitation. The invitation. If you don't know, I'll send you an invitation. I'll send you some copies of invitations. Okay, so we have to now go through this. Okay, good. What is nirvana? This question. You getting it? Okay. So the point is that the same nirvana, as the anthropologist said, end of suffering. You getting it? End of suffering. End of tears. When do the tears come? Mentally you feel so down. Yes? When do you mentally feel so down? Okay. And I don't know if we're dying. Okay. Let's put it like this, that how the mind works, sadness, pains. Tears are the tears. Of course, tears, there are two kinds. Tears of joy and tears of sadness too. Tears of sadness is because of what? Tears of sadness is a physical expression. It's because of the internal sadness. Right? Internal sadness. So what is internal sadness? Anyone? What do you mean by internal sadness? Yes. When things don't happen the way you want, right? I don't want to see my mother passing away and she left me. That's so painful. That's sadness. Okay. So what happens is that the mind becomes heavy, right? The mind feels hollow, heavy, and so forth. And the mind doesn't want that. Okay. So how the mind works, this is very important. There are many new the young ones. So that mind works, there are so many functions of the mind, one of which is known as the 5 ever-present mental factors. 5 functions are there. Of course, there are millions of functions, of which 5 functions are so important. And if you know these things, we explain this, we talk about nirvana, in relation to these 5 functions of mind, your understanding will become very rich and very refined. The 5 functions of mind, in Tibetan known as kundunga, and in English, 5 omnipresent mental factors or 5 ever-present mental factors. Same. The 5 are: number 1, contact. Number 2, hey, Sharipema. Contact. Attention, yes. Number 3, discrimination. Brother Tibio, thank you. Number 1, contact. Number 2, attention. Number 3, discrimination. Number 4, Galina. What is number 4? Number 4, anyone? Brother Tibio? Yes. Indrajit, thank you. Number 4, feeling. Number 5, intention. Very good. Okay, let me repeat it. This is the benefit of studying things very systematically. Ishita. This is the benefit of? Yes. Right? Okay. Suddenly, if you know these things, then the Dharma practice becomes extremely beautiful. You're getting it? Doesn't mean that you will be transformed the very next day. But even if it takes like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, few lifetimes, still that process, journey is going to be very beautiful. It's so easy. You don't really have to force yourself by knowing this mechanism. So what are the 5 mental factors? The factors and referred to as the 5 omnipresent mental factors or 5 ever-present mental factors. What are they? Contact, attention, discrimination, feeling, intention. You're getting it? Okay, today I'm not too happy to see that there's nobody who could give me all these 5 on your fingertips, right? One gave me A, another gave me B, somebody gave me C, right? So no one person could give me all. I'm little. Okay. right? Okay. Oh, the five. So how they work? This very. So when we talk about the agitation, mental agitation, we talk about was that who said that the nirvana is to get away from, to have the maximum compassion with no pain. Who said it? Yes. Okay. Now no pain. To want to know what is no pain, we have to know what is pain. What is pain? Pain is it can take different forms: mental agitation, mental stress, anxiety, depression, right? And feeling confused, bewilderment, and feeling overwhelmed, right? There are so many versions of the mental pain. And how do they happen? We have to know the mechanism. Simply by knowing the mechanism doesn't mean that your pain will go without a way. No, we have to know the mechanism and then see how to work with this. It becomes very easy for us. So, then number one, let's say that you want a peace of mind. Okay, Deer Park is a very beautiful place. Yes, it is a very beautiful place. Very beautiful place. And then you want, okay, finally I'm away from the very complicated neighbor. Or I'm away from the complicated family. Right? Or I'm away from the complicated workplace. Or whatever. That would be. In fact, I remember the late Dr. M.S. Gill. Yes. So when he was here, I think last time, what he said was that, Geshé, we are breathing oxygen. He's from Delhi. Delhi, the air pollution is so bad. So he said, Geshé, we are breathing oxygen here. This is very true. It's really amazing. But then what about Delhi? Hey, how many are from Delhi? Raise hands. Here. Okay, there are several of us from Delhi. So what is Delhi like? Breathing oxygen? No. So what is Delhi? Is beautiful, not beautiful? Huh? Huh? Good or not good? Not good. Okay. I consider Delhi is very good, amazingly good. You know why? I'm not exaggerating. Okay, so let's see, right? I see Tibet, not Tibet, look. I see Delhi is extremely beautiful place, amazing beautiful place. Why? Once I was invited to give a talk in Pune University. And then my aeroplane landed in Pune airport. Mean, you understood what I'm saying, right? Mean? You understood what I'm saying? Yes, you understood what I'm saying. You heard it before? Okay, then you do not understand what I'm saying. Okay, so I landed, and my host came to receive me at the airport. And he said, Geshé, it's so hot, we are sweating, it's so hot. I said, no, it's so pleasant. He said, no, it's so hot, we are very sorry. I said, so pleasant, I could feel the breeze. And he said that, no, we are sweating. You must be joking. He said, no, we're not joking, we're sweating. Then I said, okay, thank you, Delhi. Thank you, Delhi. Because of Delhi, wherever I travel in the world, I feel the breeze everywhere. I feel the breeze. And people who have the breeze, they live with the breeze, they don't feel the breeze, they feel the sweat. I feel the breeze because of Delhi. I feel so grateful, Delhi. Extremely grateful. Yes, Ipshita? Huh? You agree? Okay. Okay, so why did I digress? Nirvana, what is nirvana? Huh? Beer. Oh, yes. Yes, beer. Okay, let's say, yes, thank you, Damala. Okay, so I'm here, okay, stay away from all the complications. Okay, peace. I don't want to attend the class. I simply want to feel the peace here. And you said, and then suddenly, you know, your neighbor also wanted peace. He also came here. Right? You don't know then you never pass by. Right? What happened to you? Right? Instantly the peace is disturbed. You're getting it? Peace is disturbed. So what do you feel now? You feel disturbance. So what is mechanism of this disturbance? This is what we are sharing. What? The 5 ever-present mental factors. You're getting it? First, what you do is that you are just close your eyes, very peaceful. I'm breathing oxygen right here. Then your neighbor passes by. Neighbor also felt that I'm breathing oxygen. Neighbor passes by. Neighbor sees you, use your neighbor, right? So you come in contact. Your mind come in contact with your neighbor. Contact. And then, is this my neighbor? Right? I run away from the neighbor. Is it my neighbor? You pay attention. Paying attention, you say that, yes, indeed, this is my neighbor. Discrimination. Yes, this is my neighbor. What's the feeling? Unpleasant feeling. Right? Unpleasant feeling comes. Feeling. So you like the unpleasant feeling or you don't like it? You don't like the unpleasant feeling. So, what? You want to remove the unpleasant feeling. And how to remove the unpleasant feeling? You have to remove the trigger of the unpleasant feeling. What's the trigger of the unpleasant feeling? Your neighbor. You're getting it? Your neighbor, right? Okay, Micah is not happy with the neighbor. Blaming the neighbor, right? Okay, so but what triggers the unpleasant feeling you in that point? Micah will not feel agitated when you see the neighbor passing by. No. She's very different. People who feel agitated, this is what I'm talking about. People who feel agitated, they feel this the unpleasant feeling. What is the trigger? The neighbor passing by, right? So you have to remove the neighbor. And the neighbor will not go away. Neighbor says, I also paid. Why should I run away? Why should I go leave? You're getting it? I also paid, right? So if you feel uncomfortable with me, you leave. Right? Okay. So the point is that you cannot push the neighbor away. So because of this, what happens is that your mind, because as long as the neighbor is there, unpleasant feeling is there within you. You want the unpleasant feeling or not? You don't want it. So what you do is you resist. You resist the factor which gives the unpleasant for resistance. With the resistance was indication. For example, if the car is, what is that? What do you call it? Stopped, put on the brake. When the car is at full speed, you put the brake. What happens? It gives a shrieking sound. It shrieks, right? Why this sound is given? Like this. Why? Because of the friction. Friction is the resistance. You're getting it? This friction. So your mind feels friction. And friction is pleasant, unpleasant. Very unpleasant. So this friction, your mind resisting. Intention to resist. Intention to push the person away from you. The intention to push the trigger away from you. But yes, you cannot, of course, just say you get away. You cannot say like this. So your mind continues to do that. Mentally, you do that. That is a resistance. That instantly is, because resistance, what happens? Why do you put the oil in some of the wheels? Because the resistance, there's a friction happening. Because the friction, and in some cases, you also have to water for the stone cutter, metal cutter, you have to have the water dripping. Right? Why we put water? Not to smoothen, cooling. Who said it? Kunal. You're smart. Or whatever you said, you don't say it much. What you said is so gem. Cooling. It's for the cooling. Because with the friction, it heats up. Right? So when you become angry, your body heats up. Yes? With the anger, the body heats up. Okay. So that's a friction. Body heats up. So because of this, you have to cool it down. Cool down. We say, when someone is angry, you say, cool down. Right? This word, cool down. Yes, Omar? Use the word cool down, right? You just put the cool water. Cool down, to cool down. So what is happening is that the resistance is happening. Resistance is extremely, you don't want this resistance, you want peace. What is a peace? No resistance is a peace. Now the opposite of peace is happening, resistance is happening. That is on the intention level. This is mental, these disturbance. That mental disturbance, if it is acute, it is anxiety. If it is heavy and extended, prolonged, it is depression. You're getting it? So this is how our uneasiness arises. This is the mechanism how it arises. Now, if you don't want this mental resistance, intention, resistance, if you don't want that, what should you do? You should change of the 5. Intention level, you don't want the resistance happening on which level? Intention level, intention to move away from the object. So if you want to change this, you have to change the previous mental factor. What is previous mental factor? Feeling. You have to change the feeling from unpleasant to the pleasant. If the feeling is pleasant, then what happens? You want it, you don't want it. You want it, then you will embrace, you will not resist. You will embrace. You're getting it? If you want to change the resistance to embracing, you have to change the feeling from unpleasant to the pleasant. How to change the feeling? Feeling is determined by what? Discrimination. The discrimination, okay, look, my complicated neighbor, instant unpleasant feeling comes. You're getting it? And then how the Micah said, oh, my opportunity to grow comes. Yes, Micah? My opportunity to grow comes, not a complicated person, right? This person who gives the opportunity to grow, that person comes. Opportunity, what's the feeling? Pleasant, unpleasant, right? Challenge, always same thing. You can see there's challenge or you can see there's opportunity, right? Most of us will see there is a challenge, but Micah will see there's an opportunity, right? Micah says, oh, the opportunity comes, right? Then what happens? Pleasant feeling comes. So seeing this as an opportunity, not as a challenge, this is discrimination. So this discrimination is decided by attention and contact. So you need to have the contact with the rich information. You need to have contact with rich information, deep information, vast information. Then you can process it in any way you like. Or you can look at it as challenge or as opportunity. From the two, I will pick up the opportunity, right? If you have only one option, one information, complicated. If there's only information that you have, then naturally pleasant feeling will be unpleasant. Whereas if there are two options, then you'll go for, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to grow from this. So you see the number, contact and the attention, these are two. This will tell you how broad, how deep, how rich is your information that you have. The richer, the broader, the deeper the information, you become very stable, your mind will not be affected. You're getting it? This is the point. From this, what we're learning here, emptiness concept. Emptiness concept, how it happens is that it changes the information that you get about emptiness. Everything is empty of the objective reality. When you understand this, then the information that you get is so profound. So profound. Because of this, then they say that a complicated person comes, right? Oh, even that is also my dream. You getting it? Say contact with the person, paying attention, and the discrimination, even this complicated person is also the dream-like complicated person. Is also coming from my mind. Then it's like you meet with the complicated person in the dream, you wake up, oh, I dreamt of complicated person, but you're not agitated. You're getting it? If you still feel very agitated, it's time for you to go to mental hospital. Right? After come out of the dream, and still you feel so angry with that person, something's wrong with you. Whereas normal people, when you wake up, it was just my dream. I had to fight with the complicated person, but it was just my dream. The moment you see this dream, your mind subsides. You getting it? So this very profound understanding of the emptiness, discrimination, will give you change the unpleasant feeling to the pleasant or neutral feeling. Actually, it's an extremely pleasant feeling to see the emptiness. Feeling is extremely subtle and very pleasant. So you like this pleasant feeling or not? Calm feeling. You like it or not? You like it. So the intention will embrace the dreamlike nature of the phenomena. You getting it? This is extremely important information. This comes from the Buddhist psychology. And what we are studying here is the Buddhist philosophy. Combining the two, we can see that this is how we can liberate ourselves. We can make every situation as a factor for your happiness, to get away from miseries. Okay, good. So which verse are we reading now? 6 is done. Okay, let's see. Then number 6. The thorough understanding of cyclic existence. What is the thorough understanding of cyclic existence? Cyclic existence means samsara. To know samsara, the true nature of samsara. What's the true nature of samsara? What's the true nature of samsara? Raise hands. Raise hands. Raise hands. Yes. Impermanence. What is the true nature of samsara? Somebody make me happy the last 3 days. Yes. Ishita, thank you. Right? What we have been studying is true nature. True meaning ultimate analysis. True has a connotation of ultimate analysis. In the eyes of ultimate analysis, samsara being empty of objective existence. This is the true nature. Once you know this samsara as empty of true nature, what happens to your mind? Disturbance comes or disturbance calms down? Disturbance calms down. Right? The mental agitation calms down. Samsara, the samsara meaning mental agitation, mental disturbance calms down. Sorrow calms down. That is nirvana. You're getting it? See the true nature of samsara, you experience nirvana. You're getting it? So it says, the thorough understanding of cyclic existence. This is referred to as nirvana. You're getting it? Okay. Number 7. Just as cessation is imputed on the disintegration of a recent entity. For example, let's say that let's say this water. It says what? Just as cessation is imputed on the disintegration of an recent entity. So the water which already arises, which is already arisen in the glass, is already existent in the glass. When I drink it, it finishes. So the water disintegrates. Water is no more. So that is known as the cessation of the water. Just cessation is imputed. Imputed meaning cessation. What do you understand by cessation? It means something which was there and disappears. That is known as cessation. Likewise, what is nirvana? Just as cessation is imputed on the disintegration of an arisen entity, so too the sublime ones accept. Sublime ones meaning the enlightened ones. Enlightened ones, for them, what is meant by cessation of suffering? What is meant by cessation of suffering? Cessation, here, there are two cessations. The first one is cessation in general. Cessation meaning, say the disappearance or coming to end. The first one, coming to end. For the water comes to an end when you drink it. Or 2022, 23, now coming to an end. Right? There's no cessation of 2023. But there's another cessation where our miseries, thus far, our miseries never ceased. Our misery never ceased. If it does cease, if it does stop, the misery stop, that is nirvana. You getting it? So that cessation, when will this misery stop? 2023 stops on its own. Right? Once 2023 came into existence, now the November, December, 31st? And then the next day finished. 2023 is what the finished. Okay, that is the cessation of 2023. Naturally it happened. But our suffering, when will the cessation happen? Naturally? Hey, right? It will never happen naturally. So which means that to bring the cessation of suffering, you have to do something. How can this be brought about? How can we bring the cessation of suffering? Anyone, just give you ideas. I'm not looking for a technical answer. Anything. Yes.
Karma, like if good deeds, then suffering will
Okay, we do good deeds and suffering can come to an end. Okay, आज के साला thorough understanding of the emptiness of objective existence. Share it, Bema. Just put the right effort. What effort? Realizing wisdom and emptiness. Perfect. Someone gets the la. By? Okay. So the many people, they know the problem of alcoholism, right? They still continue. It doesn't stop. Okay, yeah. No and stop it. Right? Don't just leave it there. No. Okay, the girl here, what's your name? Mani Diva, yes, tell me.
End self-grasping.
That's good. And stop and bring an end to this self-grasping ignorance or self-grasping. Wonderful.
Ending the concept of separateness.
Concept of separateness, meaning that we are separate or we are not separate. Conventionally separate. Ultimately not separate. Very good. To know that ultimately there's no separation. There's no oneness, there's no separateness. Right? Amazing. Very good. So, okay, where are we? Which one? 7? Okay, yes. Just as cessation is imputed on the disintegration of an arisen entity. How many of you understood these first two lines? How many understood the first two lines? Let's say the cessation is imputed. Cessation, for example, let's say 2023. Let's say 2022. Did it arise one time? Yes, it was arisen one time. Now it's already gone. Is gone. So we talk about the cessation of 2022. So let's say that just as cessation of 2022 is imputed. What do you mean by cessation 2022? It means the disintegration of 2022 which was once arisen. You're getting it? This is how we understand the cessation. Now, the cessation of suffering is known as nirvana. What is that cessation? We talk about cessation. Nirvana is something so important. What is that? So to the sublime ones accept cessation that is illusion-like. Meaning that, okay, let's say that the self, others, anything, let's say that, okay, let's say talk about the pains. You think about the pain. You meditate on the pain, and you see the emptiness of the pain. You subject the pain to, you subject the suffering to ultimate analysis. What do you see? You see that the suffering is objectively empty. In other words, in your mind, the suffering dissolves. You getting it? So suffering ceases in the experience of your ultimate analysis. Suffering ceases. So the suffering disintegrates in that experience. So if you can sustain that experience, if you can sustain the experience with confidence, then that is nirvana. You getting it? Nirvana is where you say where the suffering dissolves in the experience of emptiness. In also ultimate analysis, suffering dissolves. Suffering dissolves means suffering stops. Because in the ultimate analysis, there's no suffering. You agree or not agree? In the ultimate analysis, there's no suffering. Yes? Suffering dissolves in the ultimate analysis. So if you stay in this ultimate analysis, suffering dissolves. So the suffering dissolves. That is meaning of this cessation of suffering. Cessation of suffering is nirvana. So What is nirvana? People talk about the cessation of suffering, where the suffering stops. There's also nirvana, right? Now the real understanding, the deepest of understanding is the experience of emptiness. Experience of emptiness in a very stable experience of emptiness, where where your miseries dissolve. Let me repeat it. Stable experience of emptiness where your suffering dissolve. This is known as nirvana, cessation. Where stable experience of emptiness where your miseries dissolve. Miseries cease. Cessation. You getting it? Okay. So because of this, let me say that, okay, your suffering, let's say that each one of us, we have our own suffering at the moment. Say mental pain, we have our own suffering, right? So, yes, Manideepa was discussing about the suffering and the truth, ultimate truth of suffering, compassionate truth of suffering. These two coexist or not, right? Okay, so our understanding is yes, these two coexist. Now she is more interested to know not only coexist in your mind, right? What's it like to see the coexistence of these two, right? So she wants to become a Buddha otherwise. In other words, this is what she wants to become. She wants to see the true truths simultaneously, directly, right? So that is when the Manideepa will become Buddha. Okay, so with this what I'm saying is that your suffering and the emptiness of the objectification suffering, these two coexist or not? Interesting. So what Dibba, said, brought up is part of this coming year. Your suffering, so much problem, right? Okay. So this problem, when you feel the problem, emptiness of the objectification problem coexists with the problem or not? Do they coexist or not? Yes, resents. Okay, you and the emptiness of you coexist or not? Yes, you are not sure. I'm confused, resents. Okay, which means everybody is sure. Okay, these two coexist, meaning that, say the two truths coexist. Two truths coexist at all times. With every phenomena, the two truths coexist. Right? You're suffering, and the emptiness of this suffering, this also coexists. But how your mind sees, that's different. Your mind may not see the two together simultaneously. Your mind, can see these two directly, these two consecutively, not simultaneously. Right? Okay. So if they exist together, so suffering is samsara nirvana. Hey, what happened? Right, you're doing the emptiness, right? Ultimate analysis. Suffering samsara nirvana. Suffering samsara. And the other side, which coexists with suffering is emptiness suffering. When you experience emptiness suffering, then you experience nirvana. So in a way, emptiness suffering is the nirvana, and suffering is samsara. So samsara and nirvana coexist. You're getting it? It's because of this. Okay, of course, we'll read it from the following passages as well. Oftentimes, there's mentioned that samsara and nirvana, these are two things. These are the same thing. It doesn't mean that samsara is nirvana, nirvana is samsara. Don't say that. Don't ever say this. Samsara is never nirvana. If samsara is nirvana, you don't have to put effort. We don't have to come to even Delhi is also nirvana. You don't have to come to Deer Park for the oxygen. You're getting it? So the point is that samsara and nirvana, never ever say that these two are one. Don't say samsara, nirvana, nirvana, samsara. Don't say that. But it's, for example, saying the flower and the emptiness of flower. Emptiness of flower, is it flower or not? Emptiness of flower, is it flower or not? Emptiness of flower, is it flower or not? No. Okay, Mike. What do you think? Why do you think that the emptiness of flower is not the flower?
Emptiness of flower is ultimate analysis, which is no flower.
Very good. Wow, that's amazing. Flower is something which makes sense only to the conventional analysis. So emptiness of flower doesn't make sense to the conventional analysis. If it's a flower, it should make sense to the conventional analysis. That's amazing. Thank you. I didn't think about this. That's very good. So emptiness of flower is not a flower. Flower is not emptiness of flower. But these two are the same entity. These two are the same entity, meaning that the same thing seen in two different ways. Right? So one side is flower, other side is. Don't say the two sides are the same. These two are the two sides of the same coin. The two sides are not the same. You getting it? One side is, this side is facing you, not facing me. Other side is facing me. These two are not the identical. These two are not the same. But these two are the two sides of the same coin. Likewise, what is it? The flower and the emptiness of flower, these two are not the same. But these two have the same nature. These two are the same entity. Entity-wise same. You getting it? Okay. And another point, that by seeing the flower, okay, why emptiness is not flower, why flower is not emptiness, I'll tell you. Another point. What the Mike said is very beautiful. Let me say it, put it another way. There are many ways of putting it. The flower is not emptiness of flower because when you see the flower, my afflictions do not subside. When I see the emptiness of flower, my afflictions should subside. You getting it? So this is a difference. Therefore, the flower is not the emptiness of flower. Emptiness of flower is not the flower. But these two coexist. Yes? These two coexist. Likewise, samsara, suffering and the emptiness of suffering. These two coexist. Yes. So this side is suffering. You look at it, it's very painful, right? Suffering. You look at the other side, emptiness, suffering. What happens? Your pain subsides, right? Pain subsides, suffering disappears. That is nirvana. So, samsara, the pain is samsara. Emptiness of pain is nirvana. You're getting, it's beautiful, right? Okay, let's say the Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash, the Ajiji is going to take us to Mount Kailash, right? And the Mount Kailash, Ajiji said that Mount Kailash is so beautiful, extremely beautiful. Spick and span, clean, is so beautiful, right? And then group A and group B. So but Ajiji said that we all need to have goggles to stop the glare, snow glare, right? And the group A, you get the goggles from a very high quality goggle. And then whereas group B, very low quality goggles, right? Okay. Which means if the glasses are not clean. And group A with the very clean glasses, high quality goggles. Group A and group B go together, and then the group A, right, and then sees the Mount Kailash, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. So happy, wow, it's amazing. Group B looks, what is Buddham Sharanam? What is that? Look at it, very dirty Mount Kailash. Group A is, what are you saying? It's so clean. You're getting it? So, Group A is seeing the Mount Kailash very clean. Group B is seeing the Mount Kailash very dirty. Right? Okay. So, the Mount Kailash seen by Group A is nirvana, so pure. Mount Kailash seen by Group B is samsara, so impure. You're getting it? So, are these two the same object or two different objects? It's the same object seen in two different ways. Right? So clean, the feeling is very pleasant feeling. So dirty, the feeling is very unpleasant feeling. So Mount Kailash as seen by group A is nirvana. Mount Kailash as seen by group B is samsara. You are looking at the same object. So suffering and the emptiness of suffering. Suffering, your pain increases. Seeing the suffering, your pain increases. Seeing the emptiness of suffering, your pain decreases. That is nirvana. You're getting it? Okay, so it says that, so too, these verse 7, third last line, so too the sublime ones, the enlightened ones, accept cessation. Which cessation? In the form of nirvana, in the form of cessation of suffering, that is illusion-like. To see things illusion-like, that is when your miseries stop. That is a cessation. That is nirvana. We will stop here. Right? It's also like that. Still we have. Still, it's not time up. It's already time up. That's amazing. I really appreciate. He says that you are shocked. Why? Why stop the class? Okay. Tirtha Om Gate Gate Para Parasamgate Bodhi Swaha Tyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Swaha Tyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasamgate Bodhi Swaha